Welcome to the Grand Lux Inn, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel where history, comfort, and southern hospitality come together. Family owned and operated, we take pride in offering more than just a place to stay. Whether you're planning a weekend escape, a staycation, close to home, or just need a peaceful retreat, the Grand Lux Inn is your perfect getaway. Looking for a space to host your next business meeting? Our elegant and quiet setting provides an ideal atmosphere to connect, collaborate, and get things done, all with the personal touch of a locally owned business. Whether you're here for relaxation, business, or a special event, the Grand Lux Inn is ready to welcome you. Call us today at 931-461-9995 or visit the website to learn more. The Grand Lux, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel.
Welcome to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. Welcome back, Coach Mac.
Appreciate it. Happy to be here.
Happy to be here
again.
too.
What is this week? Is this show 20?
I think it's
is
show
that
20.
where I read?
I think it's show 20.
Yeah. 20. Oh, we got a confirmation.
Confirmation. I think it's show 20.
I think we can guess on anything because like everything's down. We can just make up.
Yeah,
stuff.
we can just make it up. Nobody's phone's working. Nobody's internet's working. We just, we can say whatever we want
Back to the 1900s.
Back to the 1900s. No internet, no email, no Twitter.
Yeah. People
nothing.
Just sitting around the campfire watching Mick and Mac tonight.
That's right. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. So last week we had our just our revamp show.
Yep.
Had a good conversation. I felt like even though it was just me and you, we could have gone on for another 30 minutes at least. We could have just kept talking about some stuff. And
typically do that like on a random Saturday anyway. So.
That's right.
But you're right. I thought during that show it was okay. Like I was like, it's okay. And then when I think I was in the middle of texting you on the way home, and you texted me. You said that was a good show, and I was like, it was a good show.
It was a good show. I thought it was great. We had some great calls, which by the way, we're available for calls. Hopefully, if your Verizon works or your home phone number works, 393-0081. We're taking calls all night. We're going to have a great guest here in a little bit. That's going to be it's going to provide some information for us and some knowledge about a sport that is sometimes doesn't get as much as it deserves. We're gonna give it what it deserves.
Yeah, and we're it's a sport that is right up there with all the other sports.
Yeah.
That have been successful at Tullahoma High School, and it might be the most successful one.
When you walk into the gym,
that's all you see,
and you see that board.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of names up there.
That's right.
And I don't, there's just a ton. I didn't even count, but
super caller Matt Sweeten.
Yeah, the super caller Matt Sweeten's up there 3 times.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw his name 3 times. Yeah, it was a great show. I enjoyed talking about some of the things that we have done this past year. Enjoyed John Gray coming on and giving us his perspective of what this is all about.
Yep.
And to me, we need to do that every once in a while.
It's good.
Just let it out.
I think it was the reason it was a good show as I reflected on it, was because of we talked about all the things that happened in the community on a athletic level, and you start to realize just how successful everyone is. You know, and that makes it fun. That makes it exciting to think about. All right, well, we're going into spring, and we're probably going to be just as successful.
Yeah,
so,
I'm curious. I mean, I'm curious and interested in talking to baseball, softball, track. Those folks, having them on the show and having conversations about their seasons. It's really it's almost like a whole different season for us.
Yeah, it is. We go through the three seasons anyway. So that's but it was fun, and you have middle school basketball wrapping up, and in high school, hopefully another 2 months away from wrapping up, and then wrestling. But as those are wrapping up, we got all these other ones cranking up.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, it's going to be fun.
I was in a meeting the other night, and they mentioned that at the middle school in Manchester City at Westwood Middle that they're starting spring practice February 15th.
Golly.
So all the spring practices are starting on February 15th, and then a couple of weeks later they're playing.
I'll say West Track had tryouts before Christmas.
Oh God!
Yeah, so get ready, and they were going at it this week. They started this week.
They already started.
Yeah.
Man.
So, and I don't know if I told you, but for a long time they did that middle school. You were still the principal, I think, when they started that middle school state stuff.
Oh yeah,
Track was the first one.
Yeah,
and they would do it at Austin P.
Yeah,
UTK this year.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep, that's where it's being held. So
good for them, man. That'll be fun.
And that gives everyone a chance because maybe those Memphis schools won't show up.
That's true. That's a long way away. They're going to fly. They're going to fly to Knoxville.
But just think when we were in school, if we had something like that at UTK.
Yeah.
At Austin P.
Yeah.
Austin P's facility is phenomenal.
Yeah. How many times did we get to visit a place like that?
Right.
We were in a hole-in-the-wall gym at Battleground Academy in Franklin, Tennessee. That's where we played, like you said the other night.
Yeah.
No AC until 11 o'clock at night. No food. We're like, are we going to eat tonight? What's going on here? So,
that's great.
Yeah. A lot of stuff. We've been spending a lot of time with hoops. Basketball, of course, it's in the middle of the season right now. Tullahoma came off a huge win over Coffee County. And then, the girls had that loss against Lincoln. But then both teams bounced back against Cannon County on Saturday.
Right.
And, we've talked about this before, and we talked about this before the show, actually. We had talked about going to Lewisburg last night to call that game. And you and I both were like,
I'm kind of glad we did.
I'm glad we did because we wouldn't have had a lot to talk about because both of them were blowouts in Tullahoma's favor.
Two 20-point wins.
Yeah.
And I don't have the official stat line for the boys' game. I do know McLean went for 27 last night in that girls' game, and I'm sure every boy that played had because I think I read where Miller.
Did Miller
had him like 12 or 14 points
really?
last night. He was player of the game.
Well, I was going to say that, like you started to say it, but probably about 8 of them had at least 8 to 10 points.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's pretty crazy.
We talked about that nobody was averaging double digits for them.
Yeah,
and that you coached, I've coached. That's a hard scout.
Oh, that's terribly difficult when you don't have that one guy that's scoring 20.
Right.
That's easy to defend against.
Now, who do we stop?
Yeah, that's it. And I think we say that they're not double digits. I think there's a couple who are double digits. They're at least they're pretty close. And the last time I looked at the stat line, there was like 5 that averaged around 8.
That's tough.
And that is tough. How do you handle that? Noticed also, we'll talk to Coach Callison here in a little bit, but I noticed they put a whipping on Shelbyville yesterday.
Yeah.
66-12.
Always good.
Yeah. I think we'll have to talk with him about the rankings and things like that.
Yeah, we're gonna save all that for when he gets on here. We had West boys playing tonight.
They play at
North versus Westwood. West girls should be cranking up right now, and they're playing North girls, which were the number 1 seed. And I just came from over there, and East girls lost a heartbreaker 4 points to South. So still 2 teams in it.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Hopefully by the end of the night there'll still be 2 teams in it. But like someone said, because my daughters play for East. So are you upset? Well, you're always upset, but I said, at least I ain't got to go to Jasper on Saturday.
That's right. That's right. Is that where they were going to play? Jasper?
So,
yeah, tell me about it.
I was like, that place might be shut down for a month if it gets below 20 degrees.
Well, the big snow that's coming tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
It could be shut down for. They may not have the games.
That's right. So there's always a positive for all those people out there. There's always a positive when a negative happens.
That's right. That's right.
Just like a battery.
As you are listening, remember 393-0081 if you want to call in, ask us any questions. We have some regulars. They're welcome to call. We want some new ones to call. We had a guy call from Georgia
That's
2
right.
weeks ago.
That's right.
That was a fan that listens in Georgia, and that was cool. I thought it was really.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like I need to make a couple of phone calls to South Carolina for a wellness check because we hadn't had Hammy call yet.
I know. What is it? They must be having a game or something.
Yeah.
There must be something going on. Hammy's. I'm sure he's okay. I'm sure he's okay.
He's like the cockroach of South Carolina. He's gonna survive it.
He's going to survive it. What else is going on?
Well, I mean, we had again hoops, junior NBA.
Junior NBA is going.
CD Stamps is a scaled down version of Tullahoma High School in a sense. Packed houses every night, and we had Jeff Dameron on not long ago, and that thing's rolling over there. And it's one thing I'll say is I don't see many kids leaving without a smile on their face.
Yeah,
so
they're having fun.
Yeah, they're having fun. I know youth soccer, the soccer league is cranked up. John Carroll keeps sending me emails. 10 days left to sign up. He wants my money that I don't have. So, Deer volleyball, they start this weekend.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to
got a 3-day tournament. Yeah, they start this weekend. I think almost all their teams across the board are playing Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, you remember those days over at West when you're looking at the gym schedule and stuff? But East, West, high school, packed.
Full.
Yeah, full. Which is always a good thing. That means
Yeah.
people are being out there getting, wanting to get things done and being active. So it's a good site unless you're looking for an hour or two in one of the gyms.
I've been looking and I haven't seen any updates on the bowling team. I know
high school bowling. I haven't seen that either.
I don't think they've done anything yet.
Right.
I heard the other day where the state tournament's going to be held, and I forgot. I can't remember. I can't remember where he said it was going to be held. But if anybody has an update on what the bowling teams are doing, what they have next, call and let us know, or message us on social media. Which, by the way, Instagram, Facebook, Mick and Mac Show. You can follow us there and see any images or statements that we have, and you can share stuff. You can share it as much as you want.
You can frickin' frack it. But they speaking of bowling, like middle school bowling's about to get cranked up.
Yeah.
We just got a roster from them. Baseball,
middle
softball. School baseball already, softball. Like it's coming,
Yeah.
So and usually it's always a good sign because usually when that stuff starts, that means like warmer weather's coming.
I hope. And I noticed you had a tryout for.
We had
travel basketball.
Travel Lady Cats, good 13 girls, and really we had I think 16 or 17 girls there, and Brittany Van, she's helping me, and we just kind of decided we're going to keep this Tullahoma related, and the four girls that we had to cut could play.
Yeah.
We just said we got to cap it at a number.
Yeah.
And why don't we just keep it Tullahoma related? And these girls were coming from other places, which was awesome too, that they came from other places. Coffee.
That's a good sign.
Winchester, 2 from Winchester, 2 from Coffee County. And it was just like, and the parents were, I will say, parents were cool about it. Like, they understood, and they're like, I wish someone would do, this is the statement that was made to me, I wish someone would do that in our area.
Yeah.
So, that made me feel good because you don't ever like to let anybody.
Yeah.
If someone wants to play, let them play.
Yeah, it's hard to let them go.
And they're cranking up everywhere. All those travel ball
everywhere.
teams. So it's cool. There's a lot of good basketball out there, and I'm telling you, you go over to CD Stamps, there's more coming for that. It's like just seeing all those pictures that Sharpton posts about the wrestling, and you're like, golly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bunch of wrestlers out there.
We had those pictures to post, but with the phone issues, we were having a hard time getting those uploaded, so we probably won't be able to show those tonight.
And
but
tennis, middle school tennis.
Yeah.
They have a meeting tomorrow, parent meeting tomorrow, 5:30, East Middle School. So
there you go.
If you're interested, show up.
Well, just want to remind people that they can watch us on LightTube Sports Network, P-Head Productions, Inc., Channel 6 and Channel 23 on your TV dial if you have LightTube cable. Make sure you check us out at any time. And somebody always asks me, where can I watch it? And I'm like, it's on YouTube all the time.
Right.
So, like, if you want to watch it tomorrow, it's there.
Yep.
And I know that on Channel 6 and 23, if you have that, it loops through every once in a while because I had somebody talk to me at work one day. They said, I saw you on TV the other day.
That's right.
So it was pretty cool.
Oh, I do. I didn't even tell you off air. So, but I had at least 4 people. I know 4 people. 3 of them I don't even know who they were. And they said, why is it Mick and Mac broadcasting the tournament up here? And I said, I don't know. I said, I think because the Winchester, ESPN Winchester or whatever is doing it. Yeah. And they're like, the last guy I talked to said, yeah, I know they are. But why aren't y'all? And this guy didn't even know.
Yeah.
I think he was a North guy. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I was like, well, we'll try to get there. And he's like, well. And then I had 2 people text before my phone went out and said, are y'all still doing it today or are y'all doing it from North? So.
Man, growing in popularity.
Yeah.
Don't forget 393-0081 if you want to give us a call. Just let us know what you're thinking. And we definitely want to, before we go to a break, we want to thank our sponsors, Grand Lux Inn, Payless Auto, Fuel So Good, K&S Trophies, Hard Rock Tattoos, The Sundrop Shop, Tullahoma Lanes, Sharon Wagner with Exit Realty. And I don't think we have a Hattie report this time because I think with the Verizon issue, nobody could get anything uploaded. So technology, what are you going to do?
No.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I left mine at home.
Yeah. So with that, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back in just a minute with our special guest.
Payless Auto Service and Repair, located at 2013 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma, specializes in tires, brakes, suspension, oil changes, engines, and transmissions. Offers a 24-month or 24,000-mile warranty and free diagnostics. Payless is a veteran-owned auto shop and is home of the 25-25 oil change all day, every day, and offers Payless Tire Deal. Buy 3, get 1 free all day, every day. Call for an appointment, 931-455-6600. And Payless Auto Sales, located at 607 South Jackson Street in Tullahoma. Let Payless Auto show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. We believe fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the right car, priced to fit your budget. Shop our virtual showroom of cars, trucks, and SUVs online, then stop by and get a test drive. Payless Auto, located at 607 South Jackson Street, Tullahoma, 931-455-6111. Welcome to Fuel So Good, located at 1407 North Jackson. Fuel So Good is Coffee County's only organic coffee roaster. All of the coffees are certified fair trade and organic. In addition to the wonderful coffee, Fuel So Good offers a large bakery selection. They provide cakes, pies, bakery items for your special occasion. All bakery items are made fresh, in-house, daily. We also offer light breakfast and lunch items, potato, egg, and cheese wrap, breakfast sandwich with Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese, the best around, chicken salad wrap for lunch, vegan bean salad. All the salads, even pimento cheese, can be sold by the half pound. They have yogurt, they have parfaits, and they also have fudge. So for a great cup of coffee and something sweet or healthy to eat, go by Fuel So Good at 1407 North Jackson Street.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and hard swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
Some connections are better than others. Like connecting with nature or reconnecting with an old friend. Connecting with the ball and connecting with a cause. At LightTube, our goal is to help you stay connected. Not only with lightning-fast internet and local support, but by advocating for those better connections. Stay connected to the people in your life. Sign up for LightTube today.
Look at the camera.
Or up
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. Call in if you have a phone, 393-0081. somebody's got to call in. I know Hammy's got to call in at some point in time if something's wrong.
You don't want him calling in about wrestling.
Yeah, well,
he might have. I mean, I guess we can do it.
Sweden should call in for sure.
Yeah,
But we got a special guest here. We always have special guests, but we have a special one here. Bob Callison.
Hey, thanks for
wrestling coach
yeah.
extraordinaire. I've heard great things about you. All things are true, I'm sure.
Yeah, all of them.
But why don't you introduce yourself for everybody else?
Yeah, Bob Callison. I'm the head wrestling coach. Actually, I think my title is the director of wrestling.
There you go.
And so,
I
yes,
like
yeah.
that.
Sounds like it comes with a pay bump.
Because we, well, I don't know about that, sir.
Well, we'll work on that.
But you know what? We have boys and wrestling program, and so I kind of oversee it all. And then our middle school, I know you had Coach Ian Duncan on a little bit
It was
ago.
a rough week. Couldn't find anybody else. So,
But you know what? Hey, they did a great job with those middle school athletes this year, and so really excited to see. They had their banquet this Monday, and so excited to see those new freshmen next year.
My curiosity is how did you find Tullahoma? How did Tullahoma find you?
Yes, you know what? Tell people God and John All must have been praying hard that week. But actually, I had taught 32 years in Arizona, and I started collecting a pension. My wife had just finished up 30 years, and we wanted to make a second pension. Stay. I still love what I do. I think education is important. Public education, coaching wrestling, I love it, and I think it's part of the educational program, you know, just like all of our athletics. And so I came to actually Nashville. I interviewed for a job actually at Brentwood Academy. But just not a good feeling there. Just didn't think it was the right place. At the same time, that weekend, this job posted, and I had left a few voicemails with John Olive, and he called me up. I was leaving. I was going to interview in Minnesota where they had 10 feet of snow.
I don't know.
The pay scale was great, but I was like, I can't.
You got to buy a snowmobile.
So anyway, you know what? It's been a blessing. You know what? Love when I came into town and we got through town in 15 minutes. I grew up in a small little town in Wisconsin. Only had one stoplight, but I'm like, this place is for me. Yeah. So I loved it right from the beginning.
15 minutes. You must have got called by the train.
It's funny because we had a call. Matt Sweeten actually called a week or two ago, and was it last week? I think it was.
He called last week,
and he was talking about wrestling, and he made the statement. He said, "I don't care what it takes. Y'all need to pay that man. Y'all need to pay that man. Pay him what you know." He was all so he's a huge supporter.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, that's very nice of him.
Yeah.
So what you've done the wrestling. I know you've helped with helped us with football.
Yeah.
What other things?
What have I coached?
Because everyone else, everyone always does. So what else?
So I helped coach football. I loved it. You know what? Things got busy this year. We added our wrestling team, and we've had some tragedies happen and stuff. But I've coached like JV baseball back in the day. I actually coached badminton. Crazy in Arizona, nice. They have badminton, and it was fun. It was good. I've coached. I used to pole vault in high school, and so I coached pole vaulting during the track season. And
that's to me. Anyway. Not to interrupt you, but that's one of the scariest. That's one of the scariest things I can ever think of doing in athletics.
I think the mentality, the psychology of wrestling, just how it's just all out, and the pole vaulting is very similar. You just have to go all out to that pit and give it your all.
I think I'd be good at it because I feel like I pole vault my way through life all the time.
As many of us do.
Well, that's cool. I always just wonder because no one ever just does one thing, and when you start, you're always like, "I'm just doing that. That's it." And then you get drawn into this. Kids happen, all that thing. So I always find it interesting that what other things people have done. So
you know what? I think I encourage multi-sport athletes like our wrestlers that play football or run track. They're doing other sports, cross country. Those sports, they lend themselves to, and makes them a better athlete.
Right. We had a kid, like there's a lot of kids, you love all your kids, and
Yep.
then there's just like some that just kind of stand out. And the one, and we had that picture, but it was Horton.
Oh yes, Elijah.
Yeah, because he came through West, and like he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But he was always and it just, I just remember spring of his 8th grade year, just encouraging him to just come out for football, just do this, and then it just bounced into wrestling.
Yep.
And then it's like the athletics made him a man.
Yeah.
Because he came in one day to the field house his junior year, and I was like, God, that dude, he's a man now.
Yes.
Like he is a man.
When he steps out on the wrestling mat and his traps are stepping up here and he's walking out there, and everybody's like, oh my goodness.
I was looking at the picture
Yeah.
I think you had with, for the senior night.
For the senior
and I was
night,
like,
yes.
I was like, I saw this dude every day in the fall. And I was like, his hands are so big,
Yes,
I
they
was
are.
like, but he's so gentle and quiet spoken,
Yeah.
but he always was, but now he comes up to you
Yes.
and he says, hey coach, and how
Yeah.
you doing? And the last time I saw him was at McDonald's, and he has never met my family.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, how's your family? Everybody ready for Christmas? And I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And, but that one was the one, like, Silas has always been Silas, but like just seeing, and Silas never lacked for confidence.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, I'm like, that dude's he's gonna be a productive citizen.
In my experience, I've seen that a lot. I've seen kids that didn't really have a place.
Yep.
They didn't have their thing yet. They hadn't grown like the other kids yet, or whatever happened, and their confidence was low.
Yep.
And they went to wrestling, and it completely changed everything.
And that's
they went to all of a sudden. Now I've got something. I got a family. I got people to take care of me, and I'm gonna beat your rear end on that mat, and it's awesome.
And that's where I saw it was when he really got in that wrestling phase of it after football. Mm-hmm. Football did all it could for him, but then it was like this wrestling, and because wrestling, I mean, it's team sport, but honestly, it's one-on-one. I mean, a lot of times it's just you versus you. A lot of times. So,
I loved seeing Elijah grow. I mean, I saw him on the football field, and so the last 2 years watching him grow, and that's one of the, as far as, like I said, public education and being an athletic coach, like I get to plant that seed and then watch him grow, and watching Elijah grow this year. And like you said, wrestling is very individual. And I think the courage that it takes to go out there,
it's a
man on man, it lends itself. I think you become better because of that.
Yeah.
And then it's a team sport for us, and we're coming up on our team dual season and the postseason here, and every point count, everybody matters. So Elijah Horton, he's as important as anybody else on our team,
right. That's right.
as well as our JV kids, our freshman kids.
Yeah.
Everybody's important.
Well, we know you're successful. I mean, you're winning, and that's huge. But what do you say characterizes your winning culture, your program? What is that characteristic that makes you a winning program? And it's not always the W's and the L's, but obviously for you it is the W's because you're winning.
Yeah.
So, but what is that? What does that look like for you?
Well, like you said, a lot of people, they value it on the wins and losses, and we're 22-0, and but if I had to say it, like this particular team, and I told the boys this tonight, I said I've seen them grow more than any team I've had. 35 years coaching, they've grown from point A to point B, and that's not just physical, the wins and losses, but I'm talking socially, kind of what you were saying as far as Elijah coming to you. I've had Savion Searles. He went up. He's all dressed up for meet, and he goes up and shakes one of the assistant principal's hands, and they about drop because he's all dressed. He's like, "Have a good day, sir," and they're like, "What?" But so socially, mentally, and spiritually, we got an FCA coach, Alan Rogers, and that's huge for us. And so, again, it's all that encompassed, but I think that is the focus, that we're trying to get better in those areas. And if we do that, if we get better in all those areas, the wins, they take care of themselves.
It's like when you see a team, I'm a basketball guy, but when you see a team like Duke, who year in and year out, they're winning. They may not win the whole thing, but when you go to Cameron Indoor and you play basketball, that they think they're going to win every game.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you guys are. I think that culture has created a thought that, hey, we're not going to lose.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I think that is great. That's a great just mentality to have in your program. And I know that starts with you and your coaches. But that I'm excited to see what happens.
You know, I have a quote on the back of my classroom. It's Vince Lombardi, but it says, winning's a habit, and you don't just win every once in a while. You win every day, and it's the things that you do. And so, anyway.
I think that is, and you may look at it differently or in a different light, but I think that is it's not the end all be all, but I think that is teaching how to win is a skill.
It is.
Like how to, and
it is.
It comes in many forms.
You're exactly
like what you were
right.
saying, spiritually and socially and all that. But I think people don't look at it that way. A lot of times they're like, you either win or no. I think some kids have to be taught, and every day you got to drill it into them, just like you dribble or just like you pound it into them about dribbling or whatever it is you guys are doing in there, or whatever baseball's doing, whatever that is. But I think that is a big thing and gets lost a lot of times.
Well, and I think, again, you're evaluated on wins and losses a lot of times, and so many people are afraid to lose.
Right.
But we're not afraid to lose. I think it's what we do after those losses. And so obviously, we have individual kids that all of our wrestlers have lost a match this year. So how do they handle that? How do they come back from that? Is a main point, and that's winning.
Yeah.
So the big thing is wrestling seems like it's the long, like you have school, they have it seems like it goes on almost year, and I guess it
my
does.
wife says it never ends.
right, yeah. Well, my wife said that about me with different stuff too, but but how do you just build that kid without the burnout? Like because you always hear, and to me, I'm a little old school. Like I think burnout is just a cop out. Like it's just like if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But but how do you?
But it does. But kids do get burnt out,
right.
And I think, again, every kid's different.
Yes.
Every athlete that joins our team joins it for different reasons. Some of them they want to be the best. Like they want to win a state title,
right.
Maybe be an All-American, win a national title. Like they're going there. There's some kids that join our team and they want to be a part of something. Yeah, right. And they want to be a part of this group. It's more important for them than so they're there. Some of them, their friends are there,
right?
And that's why they're in. So, like, I think a kid, I'm not afraid to let athletes, like, man, I'm pushing them to go to spring sports, like go to track, right? Go to baseball, whatever you can do. Do those things because you're only a kid once. You only get to do this high school athletics thing once, and the hammers that really want to stay, they'll stay and they'll keep working out. And so I think me giving them that flexibility, they kind of outside the season, they have some flexibility to do the other things, to be a kid. Yeah. And then when it's season time, then it's 100%.
Right.
And sometimes
they
don't like that so much sometimes when I'm pushing that 100%.
That's right.
But that's the catch of it.
Yeah. I told Coach Sis came over to West today to talk, football.
Yes.
And he mentioned, we want you to play other sports. We want you to do, get out there. He said it's the exact same thing you said. You're only there for a short amount of time. Do everything you can. And one of the kids came up to me at the end of the day, because I was at the beginning of the day, and said, "Hey, Coach Sis said something about playing. He's like, I've never done anything but football.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you think I should do? I said, wrestle.
Yeah.
I said, and I said, I'm not being mean to you. I said, I don't think you're very tough. And I said, that's going to toughen you up. And I said, not from a physical, and I didn't even mean it from a physical standpoint, just mentally. And I think, like you said, having to step out on that mat by himself, having to do this, I was like, wrestle.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted to hear that,
Yeah.
but I would be surprised to see him out there.
Wow, thanks for the shot. But, and Coach Sis, he's such a great leader too. And you guys were talking last week and early in introductions, but the coaches that we have on staff are just amazing.
It's amazing.
When we have our coaches meetings, it's, I'm looking at the staff that we have, and there's just a ton of great people.
Yeah.
I like it because it wasn't always like this, and Mick can attest to this, but everyone encourages their athletes to go do other, share.
You're right. It hasn't always been that way.
No, in Tullahoma, to be successful, you have to share.
Yeah. And I think that's why we're having these conversations about, the basketball team being, potentially going to state, the football team going far in playoffs, the baseball team going to all that stuff is happening because these kids are doing these different things.
And they're able to take those experiences from one sport and apply it to their current sport and say, well, mentally I'm strong enough to do this or whatever. So you're right. And I think it puts just being around different coaches,
yes,
kids, just different, because
we all, I think coaching's an art, and the way you paint that picture, it's different for everybody. And so the way that Coach Sis runs practice is different than the way I run practice, and it's good to have those different coaches.
And when I did it, I was always outside the lines, so.
What's the biggest growth you've seen this year among your wrestlers as a team or as individuals, whatever? What's your biggest growth you've seen?
Oh, I'd say the biggest growth has been our mental toughness. Little things would get us last year, get us upset, and this year, even when we're down, we're finding a way to get back in the match. And that's the three things I tell the wrestlers before we go out is, hey, we're a winning program. First of all, Tullahoma wrestling's been tough before I got here, but we're tough, and it's a winning program. That being said, you find yourself down, hey, find a way to win, and that allows kids to be creative. I don't tell them what to do, but they get to be creative in how they're going to come back and win. And then last is enjoy it, right?
Yep.
Make sure you enjoy this thing.
Right. Yeah. We had before we go to break, I got two at the middle school that enjoy it. Yeah. Coach Allen was down there today. We have the high jump mat out. We let them go for about 2 minutes. They were getting after it.
Those are the best matches on the high jump pit, man. Get to throw each other.
Yeah. Well, we do have to go to a break, so we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and ask you some more questions. We're going to dig deep into what's going on, and we'll wrap it up.
All right.
But we'll be back in just a minute.
Thank you.
Middle Tennessee is one of the fastest growing spots in the country, and I would love to help you make a move here. With buyers and sellers all across Middle Tennessee, and what my clients value most is that I dig in, do the work, and give them clear answers to every real estate question. I'm Shuran Wagner with Exit Noble Realty Group. If you're planning on making a move, call or text me anytime.
Are you looking for that special place to eat, a place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soups, sandwiches, salads, and breakfast are made from scratch and served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats. From milkshakes to sundaes, the Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Mick and Mac Show and always enjoys celebrating the success of Tullahoma athletes.
K&S Awards has helped Tullahoma adult and youth athletes celebrate sports for 45 years by supplying the area's largest selection of trophies and plaques, plus corporate awards engraved in glass, plastic, and crystal. K&S stocks gift items and figurines for almost every sport. K&S also does jewelry engraving, sandblasting, wood engraving, like Grandma's favorite recipe on a cutting board. They custom make badges, desk and nameplate signs, panel and photo frame tags, rubber signature and self-inking staffs, bronze signs, yard signs, and banners. Now offering custom framing as well. When you take that trophy-winning picture 30 years of framing experience makes K&S your one-stop celebration shop for all your keepsake needs. Stop by and see Alan and Jeannie Rogers at KS Awards, 510 Country Club Drive in Tullahoma, or call 931-455-7359.
HostMy provides modern phone systems with mobile integration, HIPAA-ready business texting, and digital faxing solutions. More importantly, we offer dedicated U.S.-based support, transparent billing, and unparalleled reliability. Call 931-581-4411 today and partner with the best.
Welcome to the Grand Lux Inn, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel where history, comfort, and Southern hospitality come together. Family owned and operated, we take pride in offering more than just a place to stay. Whether you're planning a weekend escape, a staycation, close to home, or just need a peaceful retreat, the Grand Lux Inn is your perfect getaway. Looking for a space to host your next business meeting? Our elegant and quiet setting provides an ideal atmosphere to connect, collaborate, and get things done, all with the personal touch of a locally owned business. Whether you're here for relaxation, business, or a special event, the Grand Lux Inn is ready to welcome you. Call us today at 931-461-9995 or visit the website to learn more. The Grand Lux, Tullahoma's finest boutique hotel.
Welcome to the Mick and Mac Show, brought to you by the Grand Lux Inn. We got Bob Cowson, the great wrestling coach of Tullahoma that we snagged, director of wrestling operations that we snagged from out west, and lucky to snag him. That was, I mean, to me, that was a win. We got a call. It's amazing. So we definitely have to take this call because I'm
Don't
sure
know when it'll drop.
Yeah. All right. Maybe Verizon's working now. Hey, you're on the Mick and Mac Show.
Hey, guys, this is Tim.
Tim, super fan.
Hey.
What are y'all doing? Hey, this is kind of Tullahoma basketball related, okay?
Okay.
But I'm driving home from the Motlow State basketball game tonight.
Yep.
They played Walter State, the number 5 team in the nation, and Xavier Farrell and Connie Johnson and those boys upset Walter State, and they won 68-66.
That's awesome.
Love it.
That's awesome.
And the 2 Wildcat boys played a major role in the game. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's great to hear.
Not surprised.
You know there were three. You know there were 3 Tullahoma players on that floor tonight.
Yep.
There was Naja Gibbs was on the girls' team playing for Walter State.
Yep.
Yep. And I got there early and watched her play, and I don't know how many she scored, guys, but she was in double figures. She had a sweet game.
That's good. That's good to hear, man. We appreciate the call.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Yep. See you later.
See you.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.
That's right.
Mr. Henson hits many sporting events throughout the week, and he's a good person to be around, and he's definitely a Wildcat fan. Okay. So
there ain't no doubt he keeps us in line.
we were talking about the growth that you saw, and you mentioned that last year it was tougher, but this year you guys got it figured out. Yeah. So what changed? What did you do to make that shift?
Yeah, man, there's a lot of different things. You know what? Something that Coach John Olive, our athletic director, he broke his team into groups when they won that state championship that year. And so that's what we did. We broke into some smaller groups. We had probably tighter discussions. Probably the relationships got better because they had to talk in those different groups, a smaller group. And so I think it made things tighter.
Yeah.
And that being said, it helped us grow.
That's a good teaching strategy.
And what's crazy is, and you may not agree with this, but I've seen it. You can't do that with every team. Like it doesn't have the same effect with every. Because we've done that before in football.
Yeah.
And it didn't have the same. Like kids just kind of close off more.
Yeah.
And it's weird how that happens. The teams you think that would happen to, it doesn't. Like they can become closer. And it's always interesting because that group that we did it with, and it was obviously successful with.
Yeah.
I would have thought
they would have done it.
No, because I kind of already knew, but it went deeper, is what you're saying, and it was split. Kids that didn't normally talk to each other, talk to each other and stuff like that. So it was. You're right. It can bring a team closer. I've seen it where it didn't hurt a team, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same effect. So
we got a couple calls, so let's check them out.
All right,
you're on the Mick and Mac Show.
Oh, hey, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys finally giving wrestling the attention that it needs.
There you go.
It's long overdue to have Coach Bob on the show. I think you guys, honestly, I appreciate you guys having me on the show previously, but you should have had Coach Bob first.
No.
It's just hard to find greatness sometimes.
Hey, you got to start at the root. You got to start at the roots. It all starts there.
You got to start at the lower levels. I get it. My question though is Cody, when Tullahoma High School wins the state championship this year, are you willing to commit right now to do the Mick and Mac Show following that win in a wrestling singlet?
They don't have to win for me to do it. I just needed you to ask.
He's ready to walk around town right now.
Hey, Coach Callison said something earlier about it takes a lot of commitment and courage to go out there on the mat, and I was like, like in a singlet. And I was like, I don't even want to come out of the shower with a mirror around, But for you guys, all you gotta do is say the word. I'm like a schmedium, so.
I've got an extra small.
There you go.
That we can squeeze you into.
That should work.
Ian? What do you think it's like working with Coach Callison?
It's a pleasure, honestly. I couldn't have done the middle school coaching job without his guidance. He's just a phenomenal leader, phenomenal coach, and it's been a pleasure working with him. And he's taking Tullahoma wrestling to new heights, and that's saying a lot because Tullahoma is a wrestling town. Mm-hmm. It's got a storied program. There's we could go through the entire walk of fame of storied wrestling coaches from Pat Welsh and Mark Moran, Davey Cleveland, Ken Hagan, all the way back in the 90s when there was no real organization behind it, all the way to now when we've got, multiple, plaques on the walls in Old West of state champions and placers, both in boys and girls wrestling. We had a middle school second place finisher, Keely Burnett, this year. So just great things, and he's continuing that storied legacy of Tullahoma wrestling. I couldn't be happier to be a part of it and to be around him. He's a great man.
Well, thanks, Ian. You know what? I let Ian. He does his thing. I try. I'm not in his way, but he knows I'm there anytime. But I appreciate it. Really, the grassroots that's where you start with any sport. And so to get the youth involved, and I told Ian at the banquet, I'm like, he works harder than I do because he's gone every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, at these AAU tournaments.
Right.
And he really does a phenomenal job. And so I appreciate you, Ian. Thank you.
Ian, we appreciate you calling, man.
Hey, it's good to talk to you guys. I'll talk to you later. I'm looking forward to seeing Cody in a singlet.
Me too.
If anyone would be, it'd be you.
Hey, that's extra incentive. I'll tell those wrestlers. I'm going to work a little extra harder now.
See you, bud.
See you.
Good night.
You know, they say the two things that don't lie are elementary students and singlets.
That's right. I'd heard that, but it's like these go on a
That's a new
t-shirt.
one. Yeah, that's a new one.
Sounds like a truth.
All right, we got another one here. Let's see. Hey, welcome to Mick and Mac Show.
Oh, hold on. Hey, guys, where y'all been?
Where have you been?
I know, I heard. So I had like 6 people text me like, you calling in tonight? I was like, maybe.
We were going to put out a
I was
wellness
like, I
check.
gotta eat something. Let me get home and eat something first.
Hey, we're with wrestling. You got to cut weight.
I know. Oh, no, I wrestle big boy weight. I get up to 285. And that last guy that just called Ian,
Yeah.
is he in concussion protocol? Because he said he wanted to see Cody in a singlet. There ain't no way. You're going to have to grease him up to get in one. That would be terrible.
Amy, I think it's going to happen, man.
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen.
We hope so.
Oh, my gracious. Like, oh, girl. Woo.
I'm here for
Nobody
it.
needs to see that. Ashley don't even want to see that.
I agree with that. Hey, so
right now.
hey, Hammy, so you match up South Carolina high school wrestling with you don't even have to match up Tennessee high school. You just do Tullahoma.
I
Tullahoma.
tell you, y'all got.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's pretty solid. I've seen some. I'll tell you the biggest thing here is the girls wrestling. The growth of that over the past year.
Yeah.
3 years actually. Our program, we've gone from like 6 girls to a full roster now, which has been amazing. And our head coach has done a great job on introducing that and getting that going. And I know, and that's been awesome. We've had a state champion for the last 4 years.
Wow.
In the girls side.
Yeah.
But
Those kids work hard. Yeah.
I know they put their body through a lot from the athletic training side. I know they're always in, they know how to take care of their body. Mm-hmm. They're having to push the limits and getting in there and having a coach like your guy there and just it's very demanding, and it's good that he's a good leader with that and getting everybody in the right frame of mind.
Hammy, it sounds like we need to get some type of Tullahoma, South Carolina dual meet or something.
Yeah.
That would be. I'm surprised they don't do more of that big. I know over in the upstate they have where they bring a bunch of North Georgia teams in.
Yep.
That would be a good one, just to have a big Southeast match. Mm-hmm. Bringing in the top teams. So North Carolina's a solid thing too. And the best thing about wrestling too, a 1A team could go and easily beat a 3A team. Yep. Because it's just like Cody was saying earlier, it's just individual guys going out there and competing. So you could definitely have a full roster and be a smaller school, but that drives you. So it's all about like y'all were saying earlier, culture, how teaching guys how to win.
Yeah. I think sometimes in small, for us, I think our guys are tighter because of that. I mean, you know what? They see each other every day in the hallways, and sometimes you get in the bigger schools. And I coached at a bigger school in Arizona, and so sometimes our guys were so far apart they didn't really see each other. But our boys, man, they eat lunch together. They're together all. They share everything.
Well, Hammy, we appreciate you calling. As always.
No problem. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good week. Go you. Let's throw it up for the U.
That's right. That's right.
All right, see you, man.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, later.
I worked with him. I taught at Newberry College for over 10 years, and he was athletic trainer there.
Okay.
And when they started wrestling, sometime right when I was in the middle of that, and so having to deal, and I mean, I don't know if we had a kid from South Carolina on that roster. They were all New Jersey, New York,
I think the head coach was R.C. LaHaye, and he was a high school wrestler actually when I first started out in Arizona, but he was an Arizona product, and he started that Newberry program.
Yeah, and it was, you talking about wild time. You talking about, just different, like just adding something new to the mix of the whole college.
Yeah.
And people like,
What is it?
Yeah,
What is it? Yeah.
But they changed it, and then we would have football players at it was 1,200 kids.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, I used to wrestle, and they go out there and
Yeah.
say, nope,
Yeah.
it's different. It's different.
The college, it's so tough.
Well, we're getting close to the end here, but
Okay.
one of the things I wanted to ask you was, what do you want people to know about wrestling, Tullahoma wrestling in particular? What do you want people to know about it?
Man, I guess Tullahoma wrestling, like our motto is tough, and again, that embraces that mental toughness. Now being socially tough, doing the right things. But like I said, the culture is good right now. I think we're producing a good kid at the end of it, and we're excited about the future. We got great kids coming up, like Ian, coaching those middle school kids. My son's a part of that coming up. As an 8th grader, will be a freshman next year, and I love his teammates that he had this year, and I look forward to seeing all those kids, that even down to Keely Burnett.
6th grade. Yeah, that's a runner-up 6th grader at West.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I mean, she's no bigger than this can right here, but I'm afraid of her.
Yeah.
She's tough.
No, she looks the part. And that's what's awesome about it, is that there's all those kids are good kids.
Yeah.
Like they're some of them they're kids. Sometimes some of them go the wrong path, but that's any sport. But they're all good kids.
Yeah.
And they're solid.
We're not perfect, you know what? And like I said, I've seen so much growth. So obviously, we had a lot of area to grow. With that being said, just our team is so close right now. They are like a second family, and they really pull for each other. And you could probably, that senior night, if you see any of the pictures or video,
we saw.
You can see just how much they pull for each other, and that's something we're always trying to improve on. And we even talked, tonight it was about, hey, how can we serve each other better? And if we all do that, then coach is going to be wearing that singlet.
Might be wearing it anyway, I'm a big believer. You want good kids, you want good program, but if you want to take that program next level, you do need a couple of kids on that roster that might have an ankle monitor on or something,
and that's a type of that's the type of kids that we get from school. A lot of time I would have assistant principals bring me kids in the door and say, hey, this student has a lot of energy, and we think this is the place. It's padded walls, and here you are. And it's, those kids will stay. And like you said, and sometimes it does take a little bit of they got to have some toughness to it. And we can teach a little bit of toughness, but some of that ingrained when it's just naturally tough, it
sometimes you have a little
falls into place. Yes.
I always say, if you ain't living on the edge, you're taking up too much space, So, I get it.
So tell us what you got for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're over at Moore County. We're wrestling our districts, district duel. So we're starting the postseason already. We're going to go Saturday to Walker Valley. We won that tournament 2 years ago. Last year got snowed out, so we're the defending champs. And so we're going back there to try to win it again. We'll come back next Thursday for our regional. That's at Cascade High School, and I'll be at 6 o'clock up there. And you know what? We'll wrestle the likes of probably Marshall County and Spring Hill. We defeated Spring Hill. First match of the year was 36-31. So it's a tough one. That one will be the one. We're gonna win that. That's our goal, and then come back here and wrestle a sectional that Saturday. And the last 2 years that's been Greenbrier, and so Station Camp and Greenbrier look to be the two best teams out of that.
Next victims on the list.
Next victims. Yeah.
But then state duels is the 31st, and then
where do they do that one?
That's at the Williamson County Ag Center.
Yeah.
And then we wrestle our regional the 7th, and that's at Spring Hill. And our sectional, we're hosting the sectional on February 14th, Valentine's Day.
There you go.
My wife just loves it when wrestling, and we can combine wrestling and Valentine's Day.
I'm sure that's a positive thing in here. Well, listen, we want you, as this goes on and even after the season, call in, tell us what's going on. I know I saw somebody post the other day on Facebook about on the Tullahoma Takedown Club, and they said something about how we need to get people out there. People need to come see it. And so I would love to promote that. I would love to say, get out here, go see the stuff. So as this goes on, let us know. Let us know what's going on.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's all that time we have, and we love the
we got one more question.
One more question?
Yeah.
Indiana, Miami.
Oh.
You got
Oh, Miami, man! I'm rooting for the hometown boy,
Hometown
man.
kid, hometown
You know what? I'm excited for him.
And I'll throw it out there before we go. If you need me to do a major league thing where I got like regular clothes on, but underneath I got singlet in every match, like you just pull a piece off, and I can do that for the team. Whatever you need.
That's a terrible image. Terrible image. Well, we appreciate our sponsors. We appreciate John Gray and PA Productions, Light Tube Sports Network, and everybody's involved in making this happen. We appreciate you for doing what you're doing for Tullahoma.
Awesome.
So we'll see you next week.